Hey there, all you guys and gals, you hubcats, cool kittens, you diesel-powered disciples of cool. This is Comixstravaganza Live, coming at you live from the Houdini room here at the Casa de Cool. And I am here with my co-hosts, and we are the prophets of pop culture. Woo! That's right, we've got the Motorhead prophet, the pretty boy, Daniel Shoemake.
Hey,
we've got the Dark Lord, the Dark Prophet, Sister Sith, Darth Lee.
Yeah.
And I am the Diesel Punk Prophet, the artist also known as Big Daddy Cool. You can call me Johnny. And this is Comixstravaganza Live, where we get together every week and we talk about the news that you care about.
Or don't care about.
Well, it's really the only news that matters.
Right.
True.
You know? I mean, who cares about, you know, the election and Somalia, foreign affairs?
The only time I care about the election is when I can get comedy gold and send it to Amy and she can laugh.
Oh, so you've been having a field day with Trump.
Oh,
yeah.
I asked her, can jokes just literally write themselves and just show up on a page? Or do I just like need to say, hey, read this and leave? That's all you got to do. Just like read whatever speech Trump just said and just let him go.
Oh, and we have a very special guest host, the Canine Prophet, darling diva, my Chi-Chi dog. Did you see her? She came right up and she was like, let me on camera, please.
You can tell she's definitely your...
Yes, we can definitely tell it's John's dog.
You guys, I'm so excited because I finally found a backpack carrier for her.
Oh.
So you guys know I've been talking about this forever. I've been wanting to get a backpack that I can carry her in to ride on my bike and go to cons and whatnot. And they're all so blasted expensive. And I found one at Big Lots for just $45.
There you go.
So Little Miss Diva is going to be joining me at all of the cons and major events from this point forward. So when you see, I know she's going to be the real celeb too. She's going to be the one people want to come see and meet.
Look,
she knows
it.
She knows.
Diva. Oh, pretty baby.
Sorry, baby.
Diva.
Anyway, she wants to come see you.
Come on, baby.
Oh my goodness.
She's
had a change of heart.
Bite me.
She has.
Yes. Anyway, so we want to thank our sponsors before we get too far into the show. And we've got a big announcement next week about our sponsorship relationship with Comic Bento.
Woo!
It's going to be really cool. And it's big. That's all I can tell you. You'll have to tune in next week to find out more details. But we also want to thank GraphicPolicy.com for hosting us and distributing the show. And, of course, Comic City Conventions. Mark Ballard and his team.
Hey, Mark!
They're awesome guys. And of course, Cosplay Collective.
Yeah!
Unlockable Characters. And my production company, a little company called John Pyka Productions. Anyway, so some events are coming up. And this weekend is a big one in Nashville.
Woohoo!
Wizard World Nashville.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be there with a media pass.
Uh-oh.
That's right. I get in to interview the celebrities. This is something that we could never quite do previously. You know what I'm talking about, previously.
Reason behind that?
Previously.
You know, I never understood the reason, but there was a reason. I don't know what it was. And so we were never really able or had the ability to capture interviews with celebrities. I do now. And I've scheduled some, so hopefully that'll all work out. If it doesn't, just know it's because of them, the celebrities, and not me. That's right. But Wizard World Nashville is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it actually opens Thursday night now. They're kind of doing that whole Dragon Con thing with a special dinner reception with Lou Ferrigno. And I can't be there for that. I'm really upset. I'm really not happy about this. Smile for the camera. Anyway, Wizard World, though. John Schneider's going to be there. Tom Wopat, the Dukes of Hazzard.
I would love...
Adam.
I liked Tom. I didn't have a very good experience with at one point. But anyway.
They're going to be there sporting the rebel flag. I'm excited to talk with them, to find out what they think about the whole controversy with the rebel flag and their show getting pulled from the air because of the General Lee.
I
And
probably don't even care.
I don't know. Yeah, I
wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care?
Heck no.
Really?
I've already made it. Look, they've already made enough royalties off of that.
But
off
it's
of
part of their
everything, dude.
legacy.
No, Tom Walpat's on Broadway, and Schneider's been doing
Smallville
and all the other stuff that he's been doing. That's okay. Yes, that launched their career and everything else. But in all honesty,
Catherine Bach is going to be there too.
Oh man.
And Adam Baldwin from Firefly and the chick who plays Kaylee, the mechanic, is going to be there.
Oh!
And some pretty cool Roman Reigns from the WWE is going to be there. Yeah. Anyway, he's cool. He's The Rock's cousin.
Is he now?
Cool.
The nephew of Rikishi and
I got
Jay and John Uso.
Yeah,
they're all related.
They are? Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then we've talked about it briefly, but coming up in December, Geekonomicon in Biloxi, Mississippi, the unofficial theme is Diesel Punk.
Ooh.
And we're going to be hosting 10 panels on Diesel Punk and steampunk versus Diesel Punk, costuming for Diesel Punk. We're going to do a history of alcohol, which is all based around Prohibition during the Diesel era. And
are you going to have drinking games?
There are. Mr. Wofford,
Yes.
the amazing Mr. Wofford, is going to be leading that. And then Big Daddy Cool and the Bombshell Kittens are doing a burlesque show Friday night. And their Swing Magic review, Tales from the Flip Side, on Saturday night. It's going to be awesome fun. We can't wait. And so you need to be there. Go to geekonomicon.com and check that out. So, I said we're going to be there. We're going to be there. Cosplay Collective is going to be doing some cosplay panels. We're going to be helping out with the cosplay contest. All this stuff that we normally do. But the big deal is, for the first time ever, there's a Diesel Punk track.
That's cool.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, it's to my knowledge, and I would know, it's the first convention in the U.S. to have an exclusive Diesel Punk programming track.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm a little bit proud of that. Anyway, so, hey, we got some questions from the congregation.
We do have questions.
Brothers and sisters, we have gathered here today to speak the word, to prophesy. So anyway, you're not feeling that, Daniel.
Why we are on this particular mission, we never know. But I do know here today that the Black Knights will name that movie.
I'm going to say that's Malcolm X.
Nope.
No?
Nope. Harry Connick Jr. Independence.
Oh, that's right. Oh, my gosh. But he was doing Jesse Jackson.
I don't know what he was doing. That's what he was going on. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, man, I love Jesse Jackson, man. When he was actually preaching in Chicago in his church, man, I saw him do a sermon one time. Man, that dude could flat out preach. He was one of those fellas that you just, like, put the Bible down and said, go on, preach. He's like, our time has come. Y'all don't hear me. I said our time has come.
I know they don't because he just deafened somebody the first
For so long, they said there was a light at the end of a tunnel.
Yeah, it's a train.
They never told us it was a train. Our time has come. Anyway. So first up,
now,
I don't.
This first thing would tie into the last thing.
Yeah, they're the same thing. 1 and 5 are the same question.
Yeah.
And
so
by the way,
go at 5.
By the way, our man behind the camera, Tim Randall, Jarvis is on Twitter right now, so you can actually ask him questions live. He collected these for us from our fans and has passed them along. So Tim Randall's, thank you, buddy. And you can catch his show exclusively on iTunes, My 2 Cents. But Darth Vader, this has been a rumor for the last year to 2 years, that Darth Vader, Hayden Christensen's Darth Vader, is going to be in The Force Awakens. And that they've had him in training for his appearance. Now, this is not...
The only way he can really come back is as the ghost, right?
That's right!
That's the only way.
That's right! So, I don't understand this rumor.
Yeah.
Darth Vader will not be appearing in The Force Awakens unless it's a flashback, like they do a little history thing with Luke giving a history lesson to Finn or whoever the new Jedi is going to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or the Sith, recollecting the glory days of their order. Because, of course, Vader is the pinnacle of the Sith order.
But if he comes back as a
Force ghost, yes.
Force ghost. I mean, what do you think? Is he going to be more Jedi? Or are you going to be more Sith?
No, he is Jedi. Okay. That's the whole point of the first trilogy. The whole saga, the first 6 movies are really the rise, fall, and redemption of Anakin Skywalker.
It is the tragedy of Anakin Skywalker.
Yes.
George Lucas described it as such in the first DVD in Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
It is the tragedy of Anakin Skywalker. Just because he turns into Darth Vader doesn't mean he's still not the chosen one. He just took 20 years off before he needed to do what he needed to do.
Okay, so here's an interesting point. And my buddies at the Rebel Force Radio podcast, we've talked about this a lot. In the Phantom Menace, and all throughout the prequel trilogy, it was said he was the prophesied one, the one to bring balance to the Force.
Right.
Well, the Force was out of balance at that time because there was no dark side active.
Well, I thought there was only 2 Sith that emerge at a time.
Well, that's right, but remember, the Jedi Order had not ruled, but had been like the peacekeepers in the galaxy, and there had been no Sith Order for 600 years.
Yeah, they're talking about him coming in 8, not 7, apparently.
Well, but
still though,
it's not going to be Darth Vader. It's going to be Anakin Skywalker.
This is my thing.
As a Force ghost.
Because I am always going to be devil's advocate when it comes to Hayden Christensen, just because I'm not a huge fan of him per se. His portrayal, he did okay, because we all know, as much as we love George, he's not one for script writing.
Right.
We don't have time to go into it, but I completely disagree with you.
What? Anyway, we'll go into that later.
Completely.
But it's one of those things where Hayden just, I didn't like his portrayal.
Well,
I did not like the physicality on it, the way he looked and everything else, yes, that worked. I did not like him as an actor in that role.
Well, but, okay.
I don't know. I thought the dialogue got me in the movies. I think there's way too much dialogue that just kind of...
That, and honestly, I look at it and go, Hayden just must really need a job, because he hasn't done much since all that. He just wants a job.
Did you see Jumper?
And then he did that Awake.
Yeah, he's done
it.
Okay, Jumper I saw. That's it.
Jumper was a great movie.
Jumper was really good.
Very underrated movie.
Yes.
But here's the thing. If he does appear, it will be as a Force ghost. And the whole point of being a Force ghost, Leanna, is that you have become one with the Force, one with the living Force, and only a true Jedi can do that. The Sith cannot do that. And the first one to become one with the Force was Qui-Gon, because he embraced the living Force. I would be more excited to hear that we're actually going to finally see Qui-Gon as a Force ghost.
I would much rather see that.
Awesome.
Yes.
But I got to assume, 50 years have gone by?
Well, okay, so here's my thoughts, and this is just funny, is, having, father and son fishing trips with your Force ghost dad. Catching a boat.
That's kind of what it's going to be like. You've got to think about this. What's the point?
They got a fishing lure on the end of a lightsaber.
Right? Yeah.
So we know Qui-Gon became a Force ghost first.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon trained Yoda. As a Force ghost, trained Yoda to become one with the Force, and then Yoda trained Obi-Wan while he was still alive to become one with the Force. And so those three became one with the Force, and somehow, somewhere along the line, Anakin figured it out on his own. Because he's one with the Force at the end of the
He's the chosen one.
Because we don't see him actually become one with the Force the way we see Yoda or Obi-Wan. We don't see that. All we see is him lean back and then cut to Luke in the shuttle, and then flying out, and then the fire coming out of the hangar.
Right. Yeah.
That's all
So we
see.
never see him fade away. But you got to think, over the last 30 years between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, we know that Qui-Gon came back as a Force Ghost to train Yoda. So Anakin has been training Luke as a Force Ghost for the last 30 years.
So he should be pretty badass now.
I think Luke is going to, rock the world.
Well, we did see Mark Hamill in Ireland in a pub bartending. Did you see that picture?
No.
He just kind of showed up at a pub and just jumped behind the bar and started bartending just randomly. Because they weren't shooting anymore. He's like, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Cool, Mark. That's awesome.
All right. So it looks like TV is getting pretty exciting this season. What are you guys hep to? What are you excited about?
You going first or am I?
I know you're...
Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah, Walking
Dead.
Yes.
That's a given. The next one actually premieres tomorrow night, and that's the Heroes Reborn. That's what I'm waiting for.
I loved that series.
I did
Never
too.
got
Loved
into
it.
Loved it,
Can't
loved it,
wait.
loved it. So I am going to do a review after the show tomorrow.
Did you watch Gotham last night?
I did watch Gotham.
I didn't
Was it
get the
good?
chance to watch
It was actually pretty good.
anything.
But here's the thing: is I watched Gotham, but I realized that I missed 5 or 6 episodes of the last season. I was like, wait a minute, when they were showing previews from the last season, I was like, I didn't see any of this, and I was like, oh,
Well, it's on Netflix
that
now.
is well.
Gotham is on Netflix now. I just saw it. It just got
Did you?
released.
Then I need to watch all of it, but. I was kind of way behind, but the way that they're starting it out now, I think it's going to be very, very interesting. Did you get to see it?
I know because
You don't watch it.
No, I never. I watched the first couple of episodes, but it's a content thing in our family household that prevents me from watching it. We'll watch The Arrow. I'm not a big fan of the not The Arrow. We'll watch The Flash. I'm not a big fan of the Arrow show, but. Supergirl, I'm excited about. I can't wait to see that.
I watched the previews for it, and I'll watch it. I'm just not a big Superman fan.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Or Supergirl. I mean, I'll watch it. It looks like it might be good. But I've never been into it.
You've got a strong female lead who's, fun and, exciting. She's not got this superiority complex. She's learning who she is, what she is, and how to use her powers. That's going to be awesome. And so, yeah.
I'll tell you another one, Daredevil. When's that next season coming
Well,
out?
not until 2016.
That's next year.
But Jessica Jones.
They've cast that. David Tennant's in it.
There's already been filmed, though.
Yeah, Jessica Jones is already in the can. It's debuting next month.
All I
think.
know, David Tennant's in it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
David Tennant's awesome. I like him a lot. He's a very good
Yeah, I can't
actor.
wait. I can't
He's
wait.
gonna be fun.
You know what else is on Netflix? Finally! Oh! Season 3, Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries. If you've never seen the show, you must watch it now.
Okay.
No, after we're done.
After we're done.
Anyway.
Not right now. What about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter?
Well,
coming
Agent
up soon.
Carter will be the mid-season replacement, first part of 2016. So that won't be coming out this fall. But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to be awesome.
It's coming on the end of this.
Yeah, it's coming out this month.
Yeah,
in the next week or two. And
I
Daisy,
finally got to watch the last couple episodes of that.
wasn't it awesome?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
So they're forming their own super-powered team with Lincoln and Daisy and you. Are you not an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I'm
guy?
binge watching it now.
Okay.
I didn't have time to. I never have time to watch TV.
Okay. Well, the last 3 episodes of season 2,
Really
holy
good.
crap!
Yeah.
And the last 5 minutes of the final episode of season 2 are just take your breath away. Awesome. Yeah.
I'm
It's
excited
like that whole night when I was watching that episode, I was like,
Next week.
It starts
Agents
next
of
week.
S.H.I.E.L.D. is
Yeah.
next week.
Next
what?
week. What night,
That's what I
Jarvis?
just said. In the next week or two.
What night? Jarvis.
Jarvis.
He'll get to us and
Jarvis.
say.
Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday?
Yeah, it's
No.
always Tuesdays because I have to
Oh
watch
yeah,
on
it is
Wednesdays
Tuesdays.
after this show. All right, so what else do we got here? We talked about Supergirl. Have you guys seen the Red Tornado and how he'll look?
Yes.
I haven't seen it. Okay, Dee and Nancy of Cosplay Collective have seen it, and I've watched all the trailers, and or at least I thought I had, and I'm
Yeah.
not seeing. I knew he was going to be a character, but everyone's saying he looks awesome and totally badass. I love the Red Tornado, by the way.
Me too. I love the Red Tornado.
Yeah. One of my favorite DC characters, but excited to see him on the small screen. He's going to be pretty badass. Let's see. Peter Parker, Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe. Director John Watts revealed that he's 19, but he'll be playing a 15-year-old Spider-Man. How do you guys feel about that? And how are they handling his age and no backstory this time?
We all know how Spider-Man becomes
we don't need
Spider-Man.
another
Who cares?
reboot.
Yeah.
We don't need another background story. Just show up Spider-Man and kick ass, and I hope that you wear the Iron Spider-Man suit that we were talking about.
Put that in front of the camera. This is Red Tornado from Supergirl. I'm really kind of excited about that. He looks bad to the bone.
Yeah.
Bad.
So you guys don't care about the origin. What do you care? Do you care that he's 15?
No.
He's supposed to be a teenager.
Yeah,
High school.
that's how old he was in Stanley's original run.
Yeah.
It's 15 or 16.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we've had the Tobey Maguire, we've had the Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Now we've got this, and everybody's freaking out. Oh my gosh, he's so young.
I don't care about the backstory.
No, yeah, we all know how he gets the powers. We all know about Uncle Ben. We all know about all this. Give us Spider-Man.
And
Give us something.
We know from the leaked trailer he's in the Iron Spider suit.
Yes, we know.
There's a leaked trailer?
Yes.
Yeah, we watched it the other, 2
I
weeks
didn't
ago.
watch
Where
the
were
leaked
you?
trailer?
Yeah, we watched
2
it
weeks ago we talked about it.
Yeah. It's
No,
okay,
we talked
you
about
slept.
the suit.
Yes.
We
You
talked about
slept.
the
It's
suit.
okay.
I didn't know that there was a trailer. I did sleep.
You did sleep.
I did sleep.
And you've had cable.
And I
So-
washed and shampooed my hair.
You did. It's
and-
actually by itself right now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Diva, you are such a good co-host.
Yeah. She's
Sure.
just chilling.
She's good. All right.
Aw.
So anyway, yeah, we don't care how old he is. We
Just
don't
bring
care
it to us.
about his. Yeah, we're just excited. Now, some odd news that we didn't have posed to us today. There was an interesting article coming out of Marvel via MoviePilot.com. Now, I hate this site.
Yeah.
MoviePilot.com is the worst rumor mill site of all of the rumor mill sites, and most of the time, I think they're full of BS.
Yeah, they're not.
Shoot.com.
Yeah, pretty much. Those of you who Jay and Silent Bob
Jalen
fans.
Silent Bob. Yeah.
But they did post an article today that has a little ring of truth to it, and because they actually cited their sources within Marvel. Marvel has officially said there will be no more new X-Men characters created moving forward. All you get is what there is. And the reason for that is because they are not going to create characters that fall under a banner that they don't control on the big screen.
So it's going to be more...
Incredibly
Inhumans.
smart move. That's one of the smarter things I've heard come out of Marvel in a while.
Yeah.
That's good job. Very smart move. Control the... Don't control anything. Don't create anything you can't control.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the deal.
Great idea.
That's why the Fantastic Four has been broken up.
Yep.
The Thing is going to be a part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Human Torch is now one of the Inhumans, and dating in a love triangle with Medusa and Black Bolt.
No, wait. Fantastic Four, are they Marvel or are they...
They're Marvel.
Yeah. But Fox owns
that's what
the
I'm saying.
rights
Yeah.
to
Fox.
the movie rights. And they're the ones that put out the movie that just came out recently. It was a
you
good
watch
movie.
that?
It was a good movie. It wasn't a Fantastic Four movie, but it was a good movie. The problem is they called it the Fantastic Four, and that's the problem people had with it. But if they had called it something else,
Yeah.
like
The Terrific Four?
no, Challengers of the Unknown.
Yeah.
It was a Challengers of the Unknown movie, and it was a great Challengers of the Unknown movie. You don't know
It's
Challengers
not
of
a
the
trailer,
Unknown.
Doesn't
it's a
Fox-
picture.
That's a DC property.
Ha!
Doesn't Fox still own Blade as well?
No. Blade will be appearing again
And they're in
in a
Is it
Netflix.
It's gonna be in Daredevil.
Wesley
Either Daredevil.
Snipes?
It's
Is it
either
gonna be
gonna
Wesley?
Yeah. Well, we don't
I
know.
hope
He wants to
he
do it.
wants to do it, but I would much rather see. I would much rather, honestly, I would much rather
Have
see
you seen
someone
him
like
lately?
he's
he's
Michael
not-
Jai White would be good
Yeah.
as him. Oh gosh, who else? I'm trying to think. I'll figure it out later and I'll post it later.
But yeah, he'll be appearing probably in Iron Fist.
Yeah, that's what I'm really actually. If I get to hang out with who I hope I get to hang out with this coming week, I'm gonna ask, like, dude, you've got to get on that.
Yeah,
because he's. I grew up competing with this guy. He needs to be in this somehow, some way.
Cool deal.
Yeah,
cool deal. So hey, before we go, you guys may have noticed that Dee and Johnny didn't have new comics this week. Dee went missing.
Missing?
She's been abducted. I can't find her. So I need your guys' help. Everyone watching, you got to spread out. Help us find Dee Barty.
Facebook mail bomber.
Yes, yes, because she's gone missing, and I'm a little bit worried about her. So we didn't have a show this week. But, and the first person that finds her and actually can locate her will get a huge thank you reward from me.
Aww.
But because we didn't have new comics, I brought a couple of new comics just to show.
Yay.
So, Lana, if you will do the honors. This is the Phantom #4, hot on shelves today, Wednesday the 20. Is it the 23rd or the 24th?
23rd.
Yeah, the 23rd. And this is issue #4, the Peter David Salvaludo series that I am loving. It is pretty fantastic. One of the best series of the year. And yeah, lots of cool Bengala jungle action.
Cool.
And Peter David knows how to write this character. Now, for all of you fellow diesel punks out there, you're going to love the Phantom, but you're going to love this next title. This is Wild's End, The Enemy Within. Now, this is a 4-issue series. This is issue #1. And let's see, is this, Boom Comics. Dan Abnett is the writer.
Mars Attacks.
And and the first series was basically War of the Worlds mashed up with Wind in the Willows.
That's cool.
And
I don't Wind in the Willows. I don't know what that is.
Frog and Toad and Badger and
The frog that drives the car?
you don't know Wind in the Willows?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
What?
that's like a classic children's story.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've got a copy of the series. Maybe
my
I'll-
heart is breaking for you right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
You've never read Wind in the Willows?
No.
It's
Or-
okay.
or-
She can experience it now. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, you can experience it now.
I
And
still
what
have
was-
a childlike mind.
What was the other one? An Afternoon with Frog and
Yeah.
Toad?
Yeah.
Is that what was going on?
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll hook you up with some Wind in the Willows. But anyway, this series is dealing with the aftermath, where the government and the police force, law enforcement, thinks that some of these characters and their anamorphic animals in the 1930s, I love it, they suspect some of them to be alien spies or aliens themselves that set the stage for the Martian invasion. So, yeah.
That could be fun.
Yeah, I think this is going to be really fun. And this is one I got the free preview from Boom Comics, but I still went out and bought it because I want to read it physically.
Yeah.
Instead of just digitally. So, yeah.
I like the artwork in it. The artwork's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, really clean, clear, very classic style. So, yeah, check that out. Wild's End, The Enemy Within from Boom! All right, well, that's it for this week. You guys got any last words?
Did anyone see the Sebastian Stan, Zack Snyder feud? Oh, I was like,
Oh,
Sebastian
man.
Stan is not to be messed with.
He slapped Zack Snyder around like
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah, he is not. Don't. That's one of those like you picked the
Who are
right
they?
one. That okay. Sebastian Stan is Winter Soldier,
Okay.
and Zack Snyder is the director of Batman v Superman, of the movie that is the current debacle.
Right.
Of,
That everyone knows is going to be
Oh.
a huge blunder.
So Snyder decided he wanted to kind of run his mouth against Marvel about how saying his movies were going to be like the DC movies were going to be an epic scape and nothing the epic scale and all this other stuff. It's going to be a classic. It's going to last for ages and it's not going to be a flavor of the week like Ant-Man. So Sebastian Stan jumps in this and he's in the middle of an interview. And like the interviewer asks him like a question that has nothing to do with this, and he jumps in and he goes, "Oh, so you want me to talk about what Zack Snyder said? You don't. You do though." And so he tells him something along the lines of, "It was Marvel will actually do different things and not try and rehash a Christopher Nolan movie every time.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, hey Zach, guess what you're trying to do, homie? You're trying to do Batman. You're trying to do Batman versus Joker with. Yeah, it's not gonna work, dude.
And actually,
you've shot way too much film. Just cut your losses and release it on. Give it to Netflix. They'll probably do it better than you.
As a matter of fact, they're so hungry for another Christopher Nolan Batman film that they told him to go back and shoot more Batman footage.
Did they bring him back to shoot more?
Yes.
Of
we talked about that 2 weeks ago. Yes.
I've slept and had a drink.
They wanted more Batman in Batman versus Superman.
I remember that, but I didn't know they brought Nolan in to shoot it.
No, not Nolan. No, they brought Zack Snyder back.
Gotcha. I thought that you meant Nolan got brought
to do
back
more
in.
Nolan-esque Batman in the Nolan-esque.
Be creative. Why are
Zack
you putting
Snyder
yourself
Batman
in a
versus
box?
Superman.
Come on.
Well,
okay.
Different. In all fairness, it is a stylistic choice that DC is making to set themselves apart. However, because the Marvel movies have a very, very, identifiable stylistic aesthetic.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it a good movie, nor does it make it a successful franchise.
How many people threw a fit when you tried to do that with Man of Steel? A movie I liked. I liked that movie.
I actually liked that movie,
But you tried to
too.
put a Christopher Nolan spin on Superman, and it doesn't work.
Well, that's because that wasn't a Superman movie.
No, it was a Batman movie with a guy in a blue suit.
Well, yeah, Superman never showed up in Man of Steel. I would suggest to you that character was actually Marvel Comics Hyperion.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. But anyway, so
We'd
I saw
love
that.
to hear your thoughts and feedback on that. You can post them on our Facebook page. You can send us an email at comicstravaganza@gmail. What?
I'm at the camera.
Smile for the camera. Excellent. All right. So anyway, that's it for this week.
Yeah.
If you guys like the show, send us an email. Post it on our Facebook page. You can catch us on Twitter @LiveComics. Now, don't go away, because in just a few minutes, Dee and Nancy are going to be back right here with a cosplay moment, and that'll be awesome. If you like the show, tell 300 of your closest friends and family. Come check us out. Swing hard, swing often, and we'll catch you on the flip side.